Hey folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Tuesday, June 9th, 2015. Take a look at the chart of Apple. What a rollover it's been. Guess who was short right up here, folks? And again, this is a technique I use very, very often. Notice how you start to see the sharp declines and then the slow, choppy sideways action where it kind of slowly gets back up to those highs, and then it falls quickly again and slowly gets back up to the highs. If you know time counts, you can actually premeditate the next move down on the stock. And again, we've done that very, very well here on the chart multiple times on Apple, being short just over the last couple months and capturing these bigger moves to the downside. We did that again right here, folks. I shorted Apple just above 131 not long ago, and look at the drop it went down to over the course of the last 2 weeks or so. I did cover my short today for about a 4.5% gain because we hit a gap fill here around the 126 level. I actually think there's going to be more downside on Apple in the short term, but you're going to make a bear flag here first, most likely. So most likely you'll go sideways. Again, one of the reasons I predict that is because if you take this trend line right here, look at that. So notice how here as well, pivot low, pivot low, pivot low. So plus the gap fill right here, that coincides at that point. So what this tells me is you probably get a couple sideways days and then more downside. Okay, and again, the downside should come in very, very quickly here once it does, but I think you get 2 to 3 sideways days before it breaks down. All right, so that was one winner in the research center today. In addition, we had shorted SWKS just a few days ago, and that had a huge fall as well. We covered right when it got into this 50 moving average. That was a 6.5% gain, beautiful gain there. In addition, as if that wasn't enough, we took a 54% gain, make that 55% gain on options on the Qs. We bought puts on the Qs right back here. Notice how pivot high, and it couldn't get back to that high. That was a dead-on signal. It was going to fall back here, and look at that drop. And again, we did take our profits on this as well. Does that mean we think the markets are going to go back up? No, not necessarily, but I do think the markets could be, depending on today's close, in for a pause day, what we call a pause day or couple days, where you go sideways maybe with a small bounce before the next decline. As you can see, already the markets have bounced back to the green side on the spiders and almost back to the flat line on the QQQ. And that makes it very smart that we took off our money earlier today, as again, we wouldn't be making as much at this stage if we left those positions on the table. All right, I want to show you one chart that I love right now, Chesapeake Energy intraday chart. This is my favorite chart right now. Looks like it's getting ready to break out. Look at this bullish consolidation. First of all, notice the last few days, pivot low, lower low, and then today a higher low. You could even make a case that this is a head and shoulder pattern right here that broke out. Shoulder, head, shoulder, and it broke out here. All right, upside bullish consolidation. Look at this beautiful bullish consolidation pattern right here. 20 MA is coming into the 200. It's getting cupped by the 200. Imagine the 200 MA in red here is just like a little hand underneath. This should start to move up with a target of gap fill right here at around 1357 short term into the afternoon session. That's my target into the afternoon. Over the next few days, I think this is going to go much higher. Close to $14 is the short-term target, with maybe more upside all the way to about 15 and change. All right, Chesapeake Energy, very cheap down here, especially with natural gas up 4% 2 days in a row. Oil's up strong today as well. And again, you have to like this chart, bullish consolidation. So again, folks, I wanted to pass that along to you. Next, I want to quickly show you our latest update on the track record, so you can see our third-party verified track record. Go right here. Investor Trade Alerts. The service is the Research Center. This is where you get swing trade alerts on stocks like SWKS, like Apple, where we shorted both of them. Here's your 7-day free trial button. If you haven't been a member before, you can take the 7-day free trial. Here's the services that are included in the Research Center. A video every day here. A video every day right here under the Daily Market Report. This is where the alerts on stocks are put in, with the live buy and sell orders being published, and then a live broadcast right here. Track record right here. Click on that and look at this, guys. I'm very proud of this. Since we're not even at mid-June, over 500% net profit in 2015. Okay? And again, you can see every trade, ICLD, WIN, VLTC, SWKS, which we did, that's what we sold today. All right, it's bought on the 21st. This is sorted by entry date. So bought on the 21st, sold today on 609. Here's Apple. Shorted Apple, 521 as well. All right, at this price, covered it today here on today's date. And that's your gain right there. Look at the two gains right there today alone, and look at the net profit. That is outstanding, folks. There's no one else doing this. Again, this is now north of a 50% 50% profit, even if you just put 10% of your portfolio in each position this year thus far. All right, you'd still be up over 50% in your portfolio. Scroll down, look at how many trades we give out. This is just, again, this year. Plus, we have a lot of open positions still. All right, but again, how awesome is that? I mean, you're literally averaging probably 3+ trades a week minimum. I mean, maybe even 4 to 5 a week based on how many trades we give. And this is third-party verified. Our losses are in here as well, as you can see. It's all in here. But look at how much green on that screen, and look at the net profit, guys. 505.06%. Absolutely spectacular. Bottom line is, the service is very clear. Research Center right here. Join the Research Center. Go right here. All right, let me put that down a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Research Center under Investor Trade Alerts, Research Center right there. Click on it, and you can come sign up right here. Join us now, guys. Profit for life. Bottom line. Take care.